Now we're gonna make a baby with a bottle, and these are a big hit at parties. The parents love them, the kids love them, and you don't even have to draw the face on. This one's great for line work and great for beginners. I only use 2 pinch twists in my little blanket, and these come printed already. Juan Gonzalez makes these cute little baby heads and boy heads and girl heads, and they're really adorable. So let's get started. You need one plain 5-inch round. I use baby blue for the boys and pink for the girls, or whatever color they want. It really doesn't matter. And you inflate it just a little bit to about 3 inches. Tie it off. You might be able to, if you're a beginner and you just practice, you can inflate them both. Just hold one and then just tie them together once, so you don't have to tie these balloons twice. I'll show you what I just did. I just inflated this. I didn't even tie it yet. I'm just going to wrap it around the bottom of the head of the baby. Wrap it around, pull it like this, and tuck that under and knot it. But you can get away with only knotting the balloon one time if you can hold this inflated one while you inflate this one. And then take a pink 260. I'm going to use a rose just to add some color. And we're going to start with 2 1-inch pinch twists. But this blanket has about a 3-finger, which is a 2-inch tail on it. And make sure you let some air out of your balloon before you tie the knot. And what we're going to do is pinch off 2 1-inch bubble pinch twists. We're going to start with a 1-inch bubble. Make it nice and round like a cherry-sized tomato. And put your fingers in here. Pull this knot right down to the crack and turn this around like that. And you don't have to tie this or anything. You're going to do it again. You just tuck this knot in, or tuck the end of the balloon in the crack. Make another 1-inch bubble. Pull this. Make sure that's twisted good, because the air will come out of those little 1-inch bubbles. They're sneaky. Hold this down. Pull it up and turn it right into the crack. Always pull the balloons away when you're trying to twist something together. Just pull the other balloons up away so it's easier to turn. So you have something that looks like this. 2 pinch twists, and you take your baby and you wrap it around these pinch twists. Then position one of the pinch twists right in the front and one right in the back. Now all we're going to do, I'm going to fill this out a little bit. Just apply even pressure on the balloon and fill it up a little. We're just going to go right around the top of the head, right around like this, and then we're just going to turn this right in to that pinch twist and wrap it around like 1 or 2 times. We're going to do the same thing for the bottom. Just go right around. And then, alright, when you get here, I have my whole hand just grabbing this balloon. I'm just going to pull this apart a little bit and just turn it all together. Alright, like that. Just this back in the front. And you have all of this coming out to the side. Now, normally you would pop twist this, or snap pop right here. You would snap this off, but if you don't know how to do that yet, take a pair of scissors, squeeze all the air out of the middle of this, or down a little bit, because you're going to tie this and use this part for the nipple of your bottle. So go down about 3/4 of the way, squeeze that air out, and just cut it. That's a little slice in there so it doesn't pop loud. And then you can cut it in half. And then I don't like to wrap this around and knot it because sometimes the latex stretches and pops. So what I'm going to do is just take 2 fingers and push on it. I'm holding it with my left hand, and my right hand is my dominant hand. I push this down, turn it, so there's a little hole there, see that? And I just tuck that under there. Any way you can tuck that under that little hole. Pull this, give it a little tug, and then this part you can wrap around and just hide it behind the head. And so this is your baby. Now you can stop there if you want to and just give them the baby balloon. They're pretty happy with that. But if you want to make it even cuter, take the little leftover piece of your pink balloon and put a tiny little 1-inch bubble in there and tie it down here towards the end, and then push this air down to make the nipple. So you have this, and then take a piece or scrap piece of a white 260 and you just blow it up. It doesn't matter, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches. You probably want it at least 6 inches or longer, like at least 2 hands or longer, because you're going to cut that off anyway. You're going to make 2 or 3 pinch twists, 1-inch bubble pinch twist. I used to do it with 2, but now I add another one just to make sure this little nipple end stays up above. Let me show you what I'm doing. So I pinch twisted this first bubble. You just pull it and wrap it, and then you pull this one up and wrap it. They all get wrapped together right at the center there. So my last 1-inch bubble, pull this up and turn it. And you can just turn everything all together, and then you can squeeze that down if there's too much air, and then make the bottle however long you want. I'm going to make it just 3 inches, like 4 fingers. And so I'm going to twist that off, and then you can snap pop this off and tie it, or just go down to the end and cut that off. And then you have all this room. You don't even have to stretch it. Look how easy this is to tie. And if you do tie it like this, just roll it down right towards the balloon, and you have that. And then cut it off above this knot, and then wrap this in. Now with little kids, I like to make sure that this little nipple is tied on. I tell the moms not to let the kids put them in their mouth, but if they do, sometimes they just aren't paying attention. So stretch this in here. You don't want to just like wrap it and leave it go, because if the kids put that in their mouth, you don't want that to come off. So I'm going to tie this 2 times to the white knot, the pink end to the white little nozzle. So I tied it 2 times, give it a nice tug, and then tuck the knots down under. And you can draw little lines on here if you want. And there is your baby with the bottle. You also can attach an uninflated 160 from here to here to keep the bottle from falling. But there you go.